Yo guys, Wrath the Krogan here. Today, on How Do We Play, I'm going to be playing Lone Echo VR. After I find all my equipment, we will begin this live stream. I've not done much stuff for YouTube. I can give you 200 different excuses of why. None of them really justify it, but I am going to start doing more streaming and live streaming. Kind of lost my interest in doing a lot of different certain things. VR is one of the ones I've practically not lost interest in. Just ignore that black screen there. It's going to be like that for a second after I find my other touch controller. Sometimes it pays to have everything in one place. There it is. Fell off the table. But recently I did an update to my computer, got everything reworked, so everything should be functioning properly. Stick that down there. I have thoroughly replaced the batteries on it, so everything should work today. I say that now. Yes, that's right, I can see my arms, even though they're kind of fucked up. So, as it loads, I will talk about what this game is. Lone Echo. It is a Oculus exclusive. It can technically be played with the, whatever it's called, the Vive, Revive thing. I'm playing on the Rift itself, as you can see down there. But, everything, it has real body kinetics, so when I move my arm, it technically goes through it, but, you know, that's kind of cool. It also tracks everything down below your body. Whoop, stop for a second. It's gotta go through the loading thing. Good old Chrono Swarm. No, not that long. Huh, guess they are. So.
Sarah, open a new voice log entry. Acknowledge. Recording. Okay. This is Captain Liv Rhodes. Personal log entry for 7 of October 2126. This will be my final week aboard Kronos 2. In just a few days, I'll be leaving Saturn behind and making my way to my new assignment on Ceres. A bit odd, actually, saying it out loud.
I should have this video up tonight, so here's hoping. Hey. That's cool.
Anyway, all mining sites are running smoothly. Overnight harvest totals are a bit lower than I'd like. Oh, we had some sputtering on the number 12 RCS thruster, but Jack and I managed. Oh, Jack. Good. Hold on a tick. Hera, pause recording.
Acknowledged, Captain Rhodes.
Morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today? Hey. That's not a toy, Jack. Hera, let's go ahead and run Jack's calibration program.
Acknowledged.
Right.
That's weird.
Okay, Jack. I'll see you in a few.
Alright. Oh, God.
Module D221. Manual dexterity.
Don't tell me how to manually dexterity myself. Okay, that sounds wrong. Okay. Ooh.
I am Hera, Central AI for the Kronos 2 Orbital Mining Facility.
Yeah.
I will guide you through this calibration program. First, close your hand to form a fist. Now extend your index finger.
That's awesome.
Good. To proceed, use your index finger to press the hollow button in front of you.
How does that work?
Now reach out and grab the glowing disc that just appeared.
Oh. That was an epic shot right there.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
How did I do that? I can never figure. There it goes. That's what I gotta do. I gotta tap it.
Module
and let go of it.
M101. Basic motor functions.
Well, recently I got some new inserts for the Rift, so now I can actually see what I'm doing. So the last time we were kind of struggling. I don't like
Please pull the handle above you to exit the activation pod. This labor unit will guide you through the module. Now carefully follow it by pulling yourself through the environment using any solid surface. Please take your time and follow the guide. Now carefully pull yourself forward and release to glide to the exit. Calibration module complete.
Alright.
Module M205. Maneuvering thrusters.
Oh god, I love these things.
Your hands are equipped with maneuvering thrusters, allowing you to move more freely in zero gravity. Activate left thruster. Activate right thruster. Now please exit the activation pod and use your maneuvering thrusters to reach the door ahead. Thrusters can be used in short bursts or held down for continuous usage. Please press the hollow button near the door to proceed. Good. Now navigate the environment using only your maneuvering thrusters.
Oh god.
Do not grab any surfaces during this test.
Oh, I touched it, didn't I? Hate it when it does though.
Reboot initiated. Recalibrating thruster protocols. Try again.
There we go. Woo!
Calibration module complete.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
Module C-111.
I hate freaking
Communication.
when it shuts down like that, it's like, ugh.
We will now calibrate your communication system. When
One word.
someone speaks
One
to you,
word.
a reply
No.
notification may appear above your wrist. You may then respond by holding down the dialog button on either hand and selecting a reply with your index finger. Hold down the dialog button now. Input confirmed. Now hold down the dialog button and select a reply.
Understood.
Good. Continuing calibration. Often you will have a limited time to select a reply. In these cases, silence is considered a viable option. Do you understand?
How long do I have to reply?
Most often you will have 10 seconds to reply.
Hey
But
dog.
this number may vary under special circumstances. Now exit the activation pod and move into the room ahead.
Ugh. Yeah,
You can
look.
also initiate conversations at points of interest throughout the world. If you look at certain people or objects while you are close to them, their name will appear, and an icon will indicate that you can use the dialog button. You may then hold down the dialog button and select an option, just like a reply. Now start a conversation with the labor unit, and speak about the Fury transport model in this room.
Unit 42, what is your primary directive?
To assure the safety and well-being of Kronos 2 station personnel.
What is your secondary directive?
Preserving the integrity of Atlas Corporation property and equipment.
A Mark 1 Fury transport, 1/48th scale.
Be advised, while real Fury transports can be used to travel to distant locations across the Kronos 2 station, I do not recommend attempting to ride this one.
Noted.
Communication system fully calibrated. Would you like to proceed to the next module?
I'm ready to proceed.
Acknowledged.
Do what?
Please stand by.
VR's fun.
Module A-131. Data scanner. Error. Calibration
Oh, no.
program failure. Stand by for reboot.
Excuse me.
Mind the company.
Um,
Your Echo unit is a perfect subject for our
Okay.
initial test runs.
This is crap. I'm 1 week from leaving, and you're just now telling me Jack's not coming.
Command wants the Echo unit to assume your duties.
Jack? Sorry, I have to go.
oh, it doesn't let me
Kronos 2
punch
out.
it.
Jack? What happened?
My calibration program crashed. I appear to be stuck in the activation pod.
That's odd. Your diagnostic programs never just flat out crashed before.
I'm out of here,
They
really.
must have suspended the pod's release procedures.
In the event of activation pod failure, Titan Protocol recommends performing a complete power cycle of the pod, followed by a level 3 inspection of...
What wish getting out of homework was that
What's that? Listen, about my conversation with Command, how much did you overhear?
Not much.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna put it out there. You're no longer coming with me to Ceres.
What do you mean?
The directors want you to take over my duties as commander of the station. It'll just be you and the labor units. No humans.
Fresh in my face.
So this is our last week together.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Look, they just hit me with this news a few minutes
My
ago.
wrist wouldn't bend like that.
I mean,
Oh,
Command setting
God.
us up, I never even considered it a possibility. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Except... I'm sorry, Jack.
There's no need to apologize, Olivia. While the situation is unfortunate, it's not your fault.
Come on then. No sense putting it off. Let's get our last week started.
Sounds good to me.
Why don't you go activate the bridge while I pull the overnights?
Copy that.
Right.
Your swear count is not increased for nearly 10 hours. Congratulations.
Oh, quit playing with that damn thing. I mean, shit.
Never mind.
I love swear monkeys. Oh. Oh shit. I'm very bad at this game. What's this? Oh.
23 to 11. It would appear I'm going to win. Again.
Now hold on. I've still got 7 days. Plenty of time to stage my epic comeback.
Considering the significant difference between our two scores and given your win-loss record, I would estimate the odds of you staging an epic comeback are approximately 3,725 to 1.
Wow, Jack, that is just some of the worst trash talk I've ever heard.
This is the first helium-3 deposit mined at the Kronos 2 facility.
Oh, buggy.
Why do you find these creatures appealing?
Bulldogs are a symbol of the British spirit. We don't want to know when the odds are against us.
Ah. Sounds familiar.
Oh, shut up, Jack.
Transitioning to
Whoa.
daytime cycle.
Ground decided to come after me. Look at that view.
I'm really going to miss this part.
Oh.
I'll get started on the morning checklist. Just give me a moment to soak in this view.
Take your time.
I'm gonna sit in this chair. Somehow. Maybe I'll just go behind it.
You seem upset.
You're getting way too good at reading human responses, you know that.
Well, I have had a few years of practice.
Yeah. It shows.
Command splitting us up. It bothers you.
I just thought you'd be coming with me, is all.
No assignment is ever permanent. I would think you'd know that better than anyone.
Well, that's certainly true.
It is entirely possible that we will work together again sometime in the future.
Maybe. Here's hoping.
Let's get started on that checklist.
You sure? There's no rush. It is our last week, after all.
Yes, I'm sure. We should try to maintain our schedule.
Suit yourself. All work and no play.
What was that?
Nothing. So, Jack,
Call me a stuffy
I
robot.
suppose congratulations are in order.
For what?
For your promotion.
There's really no need for that.
Come on now, it's a big deal. In a few days you'll be Captain Jack. So, congratulations, Captain Jack.
What I mean is, as an Echo unit, I hold no official rank. So technically, I can't be promoted.
Right. Well, that's too bad. Captain Jack has quite the ring to it.
Also, you are the only person who calls me Jack. To everyone else, I am
Yes,
merely
Mr.
Echo 1.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have no...
What was that? Jack, did you feel that? What the hell? Please tell me you can see that.
Affirmative. I see it.
Any idea what it is?
I'm afraid not. There are no records of any such phenomenon in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. It is an anomaly.
What the... Jack, are you alright?
Never mind me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Whatever that was, it looks to only have affected the electronics. Are you sure you're okay?
Minor glitches. No permanent damage.
I can
Liv,
still
it's
do the
possible
pizza.
that anomaly is
Fine.
not entirely stable.
Somehow.
You think?
Priority alert.
The hollow table.
Oh shit!
Something's wrong.
Why did I grab this?
I'll investigate.
No.
Hera, initiate broad spectrum scan. Focus on the following coordinates.
Hera, status report.
Multiple Tier 1 malfunctions detected.
Isolate and identify.
Acknowledged. Isolating. Awaiting input. Saturn Orbital Zone Beta. Orbital Mining Facility. Designation, Kronos 2.
Makes you wonder where the other fields are.
Central Mining Station. Malfunctions isolated.
That is a lot of red.
Perhaps it's not as bad as it looks.
Ground fault recorded in the cargo bay. Possible circuit overload. Reading marked temperature increase in the core containment chamber. Lockdown procedures in effect. Power failure reported in primary oxygen garden. Emergency failsafes triggered.
What, that's it? That's all we've got to go on?
Hera, can you give us an in-depth scan of each affected area?
Negative. Unable to establish communication with cube satellites.
Uh-oh.
We lost the CubeSats? How the hell did we... forget it. Let's just have a look for ourselves. Where are you, little bugger?
Holy cow, you can go underneath
Ah.
the table.
Here we are.
They thought of everything!
Jack, could you do us a favor and scan this CubeSat?
Over here.
I'll need to calibrate my scanner first. Stand by. It'll only be a moment.
Yes. Throw it.
Module A,
Oh, yeah.
131.
Pop those
Data
kneecaps.
scanner.
Don't you just love standing up? Oh, the feeling in your bones. Oh, yeah.
Your scanning tool allows you to collect data on anything in the environment. Please exit the pod to begin calibrating it. Please follow me to the disk spawner at the back of the room. Now activate your scanner by pressing the button on top of your hand. Both of your hands have this functionality. Good. Now aim the scanner at the I/O port on the disk spawner and hold the trigger to initiate a scan.
How do you grab it like that?
After scanning something, its name will appear next to your hand on the scanner's data tab. To see the results of your scan, grasp the tab and pull it away from your hand. Pull the data tab now. Excellent. Use the button on top of your hand to deactivate the scanner now. Good. To complete this module, gather scan data on 5 other materials or objects. Initiating human sarcasm. I thought we were friends, Echo 1.
That's a meme from somewhere.
4 scans remain. 3 scans remaining. 2 scans remaining. 1 scan remaining. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
You're good to go.
All set?
Scanner fully calibrated.
Heads up.
That's it. Just throw.
Give that CubeSat a scan. See if you can work out what's wrong with it.
Scan complete.
Right. Well, what's the story?
According to these readings, something was disrupting the CubeSat's ability to communicate with the rest of the sensor network.
Was?
My scanner appears to have reset the CubeSat's transmitters and restored the connection.
Oh, well, problem solved. All you have to do is find and scan every last CubeSat we have scattered across the entire facility.
Sounds like fun.
Well, of course, it would to you. I'll send an objective to your ARM computer, but consider it low priority for now.
Objective received.
Right then, on to the real problems. What do you think? What's next?
Hera's scan of the anomaly will likely take some time. Perhaps we should get started on repairing those malfunctions.
Good idea. That anomaly's certainly given us plenty to do. I count 3 Tier 1 malfunctions that need our attention. I'll need a few minutes to pull today's command codes off my console. You can just keep yourself occupied till then, I'm sure.
Of course.
Oh boy. Well, look at this view. Those aren't binoculars. Something about ecosystem. Good looking arm. How you doing? Let me in! Oh shit. That's tricky. Alright.
Fortunately, this backup echo unit appears to be functional. I can transfer to it if necessary.
What's this?
Will you have Series 8 labor units with you on Ceres?
I'm sure. Fortunately, I won't need to rely on them for company with all the other people. Maybe units are dim.
They lack my core learning modules, if that's what you mean.
More to it than that, but yeah, that's more or less the gist of it.
Is that a fire extinguisher? Oh, pressure. Yeah, nope, fire extinguisher. Oh, God, sorry. Throwing stuff around. Guess we're ready.
Ready to go?
Yes, let's get started.
Great.
Nope, nope,
Not
nope.
the best way to start our last week. Don't believe we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time.
Shouldn't we notify command?
And tell them what, exactly? That there's a mysterious thing terrorizing the station. I'd rather we just wait for the results of Hera's scan. At least then we might actually have something to report.
We're good. Let's go. Whoa.
What the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out. Can you tell me why we have unsecured cargo in the hold?
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that.
Ouch.
All right, Jack. Looks like there's a lot to do this morning.
Any priority alerts?
Well, it'll be your station soon. Probably doing it first.
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look.
Stay.
Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Let's get the cargo bay squared away.
All right. One of the cargo banks must be malfunctioning. We probably blew a fuse. I'd start by checking the fuse compartments in each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.
Okay.
The fuse looks intact. Power flow stable.
Oh, it's over here, that's right.
How goes it?
Something's interrupted the power flow. Probably warrants a closer look. I think I've located the problem. This fuse is blown. We'll need a replacement.
Affirmative. Wait there, I'll bring you a new one from the supply drawers.
Yep, bad. Go away. You gotta clean that up.
This should do it.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Power flow restored. Maglocks coming online.
Copy that. Go ahead and secure the cargo.
Get a damn grip on the thing.
Strong contact from the maglocks. That's one down.
Oh, brakes. Space brakes. Woo. That was dumb. Stupid on my part. Oh, that makes me dizzy a bit. Kinda wish I had the thruster. Oh shit! Didn't mean to grab that.
Liv, is this your EVA helmet?
It's just a spare. Don't worry about it. I doubt I'll ever need it at this point.
Very well.
I'm flying around. If you run away from me.
Just one more to go. Liv, what is this model doing here?
Did something knock that loose? I was going to pack it up so I could take it with me to Sirius. I'll get to it at some point. Eventually. Probably.
I'll set a reminder.
Score!
Cargo secure.
Let's lock the system down.
Shit, I'm close to my computer.
I want to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll throw the lockdown lever.
Lockdown engaged.
Thanks, Jack. I feel better already. Let's move on, shall we? Well, there's still the temperature spike in core containment and the power failure in the oxygen garden. What's next on the agenda?
Let's investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me.
It's literally right over here. It's just sad I've done this mission so many times that I know what it is. Kind of fly there.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive. Your body is radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh yeah, I gotta lock the door first.
You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cause, Jack.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Then I wish I could skip
Module
that.
A, 251. Radiation shield.
I guess I'm gonna do it anyways.
Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Your scanner places tracking points that display the area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield reader is located on both of your wrists below your arm computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels. Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room and reach the exit. If your shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Sometimes the best way.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
This one.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
That one here.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
6102.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber. Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation.
Oh.
Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it.
I'm starting to get a bit of wear and tear. Wait, what? I didn't hear.
Could you please repeat the code?
The code is 7641. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by.
Hurry, I'm dying
Awaiting
here.
manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day.
764.
Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Oh, 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear.
Oh, fine.
Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Nah. No.
Initiating manual reboot.
I don't like rebooting.
Reboot initiated.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch.
Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me?
I know you like it when I look my best.
Such a gentleman. We should reseal the hatch before we move on, Jack. Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
Well, the power failure in the oxygen garden is all that's left. Follow me, Jack.
Shit, God, where'd she go? She just disappeared. Oh, no way. Glitched out. Oh. That was the oxygen garden there.
Looks like the power failure knocked out the door to the oxygen garden. I'll pull the manual release.
Sorry.
And of course, the access panel is stuck. Jack, I think you're going to have to cut through.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
Do it.
Module A 901. Reactive cutter.
God, they need to make a VR boxing or sword cutting game. Not like Beat Saber, but more like.
Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the door ahead. Activate your reactive cutter by pressing the glowing touch point on the underside of your wrist. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use the reactive cutter to cut through the highlighted brackets. Cutter functionality is complete. Lift open the door to proceed. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use your reactive cutter to cut out a portion of the highlighted panel. Once you have cut away enough of the panel, press the hollow button to complete this calibration module. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module H-144. Helmet visor.
Visor's fun.
You can open and close your helmet visor by pressing the button on the left side of your helmet with your index finger. Please open your helmet visor now. Now please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. You can activate your headlamp by pressing a button on the right side of your helmet. Once your headlamp is on, shine it on my location. Well done. I am moving to new coordinates in the next room. Find me and shine your headlamp on my
I
location.
don't know if I did that. No, we'll figure it out later. Oof. Remember, Greg?
Excellent. Please press the button on the right side of your helmet to turn off the headlamp. and
That's
complete the
dark.
module.
I can't
Calibration
see.
module complete.
Reactive cutter and headlamp calibrated successfully.
Copy that.
Be careful with it.
Cut through the access panel so we can pull the door release handle.
There ain't gonna be no panel left. It's like a cool version of Jenga. That works.
Excellent, follow me. Let's get started.
Ouch.
Mind pointing that somewhere else?
I point at you.
Hope you're not afraid of the dark. Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative. Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the cover.
Right there. Right there. Wait.
Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Oh,
Status report?
Short caused a full
sorry. Gotta turn around.
system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts. We can deal with the cleanup after we figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot. Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I.O. port.
Did you do that to me? No, no. I'm floating away.
Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
No, it's further over. Fire extinguisher.
The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems. I can pump this handle to restore pressure to the irrigation system.
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Good. That should help keep the plants healthy. Use the junction to select another
Oh
system.
shit. I'm reaching my thermal overload point.
I'll need to cut the bolt off this cover too. The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this part of the ring.
I think I'll keep it, actually. To add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you?
Is that unusual?
Depends who you ask.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
Conversion coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. Hera, verify all Oxygen Garden subsystems.
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Right. I'm about done here. Do you see the access panel near me?
I see the access panel.
Good. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. Removing utility cover. Please stand by.
I've got to pump the primer handle before you throw the breaker. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down.
On your
Ready.
command.
Acknowledged. Throw the switch in 3, 2, 1. I'm clear.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. Jack? The headlamp? All right, that ought to do it.
Getting about the headlamp.
We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
That is also true. As your Echo unit, I am charged with ensuring your safety and well-being. That includes monitoring your demeanor for signs of mental instability.
You're joking.
No, not at all. Were I not here, it is entirely possible you'd have thrown yourself out an airlock by now. Statistically speaking, of course.
Okay. There's a thought that's going to linger. Thanks for that.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera.
Stop standing We need to get a
Push the
harness
results to
so
the
I don't-
hollow table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results.
Stuff.
Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.
Hera, status report.
Status green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
There we go.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR. All rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
I'll exit the station and investigate the anomaly up close.
Absolutely not.
If I use my scanner, I can bypass the sensor network. I'll be able to examine the data in real time.
We've seen what that thing can do to your systems. What if you get shut down out there?
I appreciate your concern, but there really is no other option. We need to determine the nature of this anomaly.
Go.
And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay. Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock opening.
If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack.
That mask
EVA
out.
rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration.
Let's do it.
Module M201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done.
Whoa.
Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent.
Breaking.
Module M116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success! Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone B. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional, ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door.
We're good to go.
Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the
Inner
airlock.
bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization
Jack?
complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
Don't worry, Liv. I'm sure it'll be no problem.
Isn't that what we always say right before there's a problem?
Exiting portside airlock.
Copy.
This messes with my...
There should be a Fury transport docked just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, God.
RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Alright, walking around.
Fury transport calibration complete.
Liv, the Fury transport is set for flight.
Great. Coordinates have already been uploaded to the Navcon. Just touch the marked location on the holomap and you'll be on your way. I'll monitor you from the bridge.
Select your
luck.
destination.
Whoa, okay, that's some distance.
I'm underway. Distance to anomaly, 4,800 meters.
Copy that. I've a visual on your transport.
3,500 meters. 2,000 meters.
Steady as she goes. Godspeed. Look at that thing. Just incredible. Jack!
The Fury is malfunctioning. I have no control. I'm drifting toward the anomaly.
Remote link's been severed. I can't reboot the transport.
What I did last time.
Jack, the Fury has completely dropped off my scope. Total loss of signal. It's gone.
On approach, I noticed the anomaly was pulling the surrounding debris into its center.
You think the anomaly is housing some kind of singularity?
That would be consistent with my observations, yes. Needless to say, I doubt we'll be seeing that Fury transport again.
Okay. Well, so much for scanning the anomaly up close.
It sucked it up dry. In a minute, we'll get to where I need to go. Let's dive this. So, yeah. Almost there. And I made it back to the Kronos.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do the trick.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
I've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field, the primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my arm computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
Oh God! Ow! Oh God! That would have been like a fucking concussion. First one was processing line. The hell? I want to do processing line. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
I find your disregard for your own safety confounding.
That's why we make such a good team. Oh, my voice of reason. My Jiminy Cricket.
In that case, we're doomed.
The pulse has the electronics in that area on fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
The door is sealed, but it looks like some of the labor units are still online.
Well, they're not responding to comms. If you reset the transformer above you, I might be able to get one to open the line for you.
Okay. There we go.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the labor unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct, which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Greeting acknowledged. Gesture recognized. Status friendly.
That's funny. How do I start with this guy? Oh God. Let me in! Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Greater caution is advised.
Ow. Punch my trigger.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
I've done this mission so many times. I found all the plot holes.
That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets.
One arm.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here.
Missing electronics. Way too close.
more debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Okay, buddy? That's not your leg.
Shields at 30%.
I should have seen that coming. Oh god. Shit. No. Ooh. Who legged this?
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment.
No. Ah. That was painful.
Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. You sure about this?
I'm certain. It's the only way to shut down the plasma lines.
That was my own painful. Let's see if I just speed boosted through here.
Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
Jesus, Jack. It's a good thing that pod is fully stocked.
30 dead bodies later. Alright, I've got it this time. 3, 2, 3.
Shields at 30%.
Oh no, so close.
Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Reboot initiated.
I'm so close, too. Apparently that really does work. A little more accuracy. First one's go crisscross. Let's go high. Go over here. Go high. Go left. Up. Go. Down. And there we go.
This unit is not a transport.
You are now. Transported. Oh shit. Oh. Way too close.
Pallet clear.
Oh shit.
Stubborn bastard.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
Reset in progress.
Oh, power output back within normal parameters. Should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened at the primary dig site and the container field. Let me know when you find out more. There's a ton of junk data in these logs.
Oh god, that was an
But it doesn't look random. It's almost like it was trying to process multiple dig sites at once.
That should have triggered an emergency shutdown. We should be careful.
Superman! Who needs to use anything else? We could just fly everywhere.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Radiation absorption at 30 decigrays and climbing.
You're getting warmer. Watch yourself.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Ah, sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now. Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
I love detachment.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport. Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Thing's cool.
Ah! Jack? Are you alright?
Affirmative. But the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Oh, or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Ugh. Serious radiation damage here. Alright.
Shields at 95%.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise. Ah! Holy sh... What the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but, well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the primary dig site. Update me when you arrive. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably
still
just
trying
need to
to work
reset the
out
nav
just how
pod.
the hell we
If you
wound
get
up
a
with
chance,
the
would you
how
mind
are you
looking
talking
into
twice?
deuterium?
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense.
Probably all the explosive decompression of the IEMP. This is how I want Elite Dangerous to be in their space exploration. Epic. Alright, I'm gonna solve this and then I'm gonna go take a break. Arm's getting tired.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
I'm sensing a pattern.
No kidding. That should be the new Kronos 2 mission patch. Just something went wrong. In big, bold letters. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
That's way too much radiation, Jack. We'll need to activate the dampening field before you can safely investigate that area.
A fusion generator, more than capable of powering the entire dig site.
Some serious radiation. Alright, induction panel. Oh!
Shields at 95%.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers.
Shields at 50%.
That's a lot of dampening gone. Clear the dampeners or something. This one has to power this thing. Ow. There's something to do with this dampener. No, oh, it's right there.
Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Sure, but I don't need that battery anytime soon.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
After I fix my radiation problem, it's gonna be leaking just a little bit.
Battery acquired.
Shields at 95%.
Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
I want one of these welders at home. Woo!
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
Oh.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted?
Security
Helium fusion
rings
rod can last a
disengaged.
century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Well, if you have a moment, could you scan those labor units too? The data could help me figure out what happened.
Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot. Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to mount the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly.
Broad-spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. That settles it. Let's get rid of the fuel rod. It's too dangerous to keep around.
Ooh, I get to assemble these guys. Your leg, arm.
The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion. How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor.
Proceeding
This
with
anomaly
primary
isn't just a
site.
mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Arm. Oh, I don't know how that arm works. It's weird. I'm grabbing its. Yeah. Come back. No. No.
Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
site.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan.
You mean until something goes wrong?
I figured that went without saying. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands.
And he is underneath this creepy rock. There it is. Blue cave.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave. Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it.
There's the 8 caves. should be an arm around here somewhere. The drill?
Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
Alright, just missing an arm.
An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption.
And that ends it for today, guys.
En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter. Mostly.
Confidence inspiring.
But for real, guys, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you will watch it next time. Acid Gorge Gaming logging off.